Welcome to Clive's Historic Swanson's General Store. Built over 100 years ago in 1911, it was the home of Mrs. Senia Swanson and her children after her husband died. They moved here from a farm. Mrs. Swanson needed to support her family, so she started a business. This was a general store. That means a store selling many different things, including clothes, food, tools. Swanson's even had candy and a few toys. The Swanson kids were my best friends. Mrs. Swanson was nice to all the Clive children, but I think I was her favorite. She gave me free candy when no one was looking. General stores were important to small towns. People brought in their eggs, milk, vegetables, or furs. They could sell and trade for things they didn't grow or make on their own. Lots of everyday items were sold differently back then. Things like coffee, sugar, tea, boots, books, and of course, candy. If Mrs. Swanson didn't have it, she could order it out of a catalog. What's a catalog? Well, before the internet came along, we had catalogs. A catalog was a big paperback book full of pictures of things you could buy through the mail. My mother called it a dream book. I loved to look through it and dream of playing with the wonderful toys. When Mother bought sugar, salt, or tea, it didn't come in a package as it does today. Mrs. Swanson would measure it out of a big jar, box, or barrel. Then she wrapped it up in brown paper and tied it with a string. If Mother needed a bag, she had to sew it herself. When I was old enough, Mother taught me to sew too. That was okay, but I liked playing baseball with the other kids better. One time, some new boy in town said he wouldn't play baseball with me because girls couldn't hit. I just knocked him down. Guess that changed his mind. We got to be friends after that. Nobody had credit cards in those days, but lots of folks used credit. Farmers get paid when they sell their crops, usually in the fall. Mrs. Swanson would keep track of what customers bought on credit at her store. She wrote it all down in her big book. Then, after the harvest, when they had the money, farmers went to the store and paid what they owed. This store was also the post office. Mrs. Swanson was the Clive postmaster for years. The mail came in on a train. It was dropped off at the depot in a big canvas bag. Because my father was the station agent, he would see that the mail got to the store's post office. It's the postmaster's job to sort the mail and hold it safe for whoever is supposed to get it. You can still see all the names on the old Clive mailboxes over by the window. In 1929, Mrs. Swanson retired from business, and the store became just her home. After I grew up and had my own family, we would go visit her. And you know what? Mrs. Swanson always gave my children a piece of candy. I was glad when her daughter Mildred Swanson donated the house to the Clive Historical Society. It brings back so many beautiful memories.